Now, D-U-Z, does, brings you the Goldbergs.
Is anybody?
There's Molly, folks. That means your friends the Goldbergs are here. Brought to you by Does, the new kind of soap that does everything best. Say, can you imagine the most horrible dream a radio announcer could have? Well, I had it the other night. There I was telling you does everything and does it best, and you ladies just kept saying,
We don't believe it. We don't believe it.
Oh, gee, it was awful. Then in my dream I said, but listen, it's true. This new kind of soap does everything best. We tested Does against 25 different wash day soaps, including leading soaps of every kind. I dare say the very soap you use each wash day. And then you said,
You couldn't prove it. You couldn't prove it.
But I said we did prove it. We tested all 25 soaps for whitest washes, most suds for cleaning, along with greatest safety for colors, and only Does had a perfect score. Some soaps couldn't compare with Does on suds, some on safety and whiteness, but Does came out with highest score on all three. And then, oh, it was awful, you said,
We don't care. We don't care.
I pleaded with you. Wouldn't you like to get your towels really white, I said? Does gets them whiter than soap after soap tested. None of those other soaps can do all Does and still match it for whiteness and for getting grimy work clothes clean easy. But all you answered was,
We're not impressed.
Then I said, wait, listen to this. Does score tops on safety for colors, too. It actually leaves your pretty rayon undies brighter. But when I looked up, you ladies had gone, just dissolved into thin air. And then I woke up. Oh, what a relief to find it was just a dream. Because I know this wonderful wash day news really does mean a lot to you, doesn't it? Just think, for whitest washes, most suds for cleaning, and greatest safety for colors combined, this new kind of soap tested best. Next time you go to the store for wash day soap, remember, Does everything best. And now, Does invite you to visit the Goldbergs. Well, right now, it looks as if the end of a long, long road is in sight. A road that began over 5 years ago in the Bronx and is ending now at a little altar in Lastenbury, Connecticut. Sammy and Dora Mayer will soon be man and wife, for this is their wedding day. There will be many tears and many difficult leave-takings, but there will also be much joy and happiness. Certainly Molly and Jake and Rosie and Uncle David are happy. And though for a while it seemed that Mrs. Mayer would never be reconciled to the marriage, there is no question that now she's only too glad to call Sammy son. So let the bells ring. Let the congratulations pile up, for Sammy will soon have a wife. And Molly's dream for Sammy has at long last come true. Listen.
Mrs. Goldberg, you look beautiful, Mrs. Goldberg.
Thank you, Seymour, darling.
You look gorgeous,
Thank
Rosie.
you, Seymour.
Ma, Reverend Newman wants to see you.
All right, I'm coming, darling. I'm coming. Bertie, dear, and Seymour, dear.
Yeah.
Go inside and find yourself a seat, darling, in the formal living room, please, darling. The ceremony is going to start soon. I can't go out because I have to be here because I have to walk down the aisle, darling.
Sure.
You'll excuse me, Bertie, dear. You'll
Which way do
excuse
we
me.
go?
This way, darling. Open the door, Rosalie.
No, it's all right, Rosalie. Don't bother.
Open the door, darling. Oh, look at everybody. How beautiful the room looks. How beautiful. Bertie, Seymour, you see that lady over there with the polka dot dress?
Yes, Ma, close the door.
In a minute. Nobody sees me. That's Mrs. Bloom. And the lady sitting next, that's Mrs. Malenka. And you see that beautiful lady? That's Mrs. Fanny Merrill. And that's Mrs. Helen Wilson. And that's Miss Sibley. And that's little Harriet. That's Shirley. After the ceremony, you'll meet everybody, yeah, darling?
All right. I'll see you later, Rosalie. Congratulations.
Thank you, Seymour.
Thank you.
Gee, look at all these flowers.
Wait for me, Seymour.
I'm waiting.
Let's sit next to Mrs. Bloom.
Not me.
Let's sit here.
Why here?
Where then? I want to sit where I can see something.
Go ahead, pick your own seat.
Here's 2 seats. Excuse me, please.
Excuse me. Oh, hello, Mrs. Willoughby.
Oh, Seymour.
Mrs. Willoughby, how's everything?
Seymour, change seats with me. I want to sit next to Mrs. Willoughby.
Pretty.
Please change seats with me.
Sit with your Bertie.
I'm always so nervous at weddings.
Shh, Bertie.
Don't shush me.
Look at Mrs. Goldberg. Here comes the rabbi.
What a beautiful bride.
Jimmy looks frightened.
Rosie is really a pretty girl. I never noticed it before.
I did. Shh, the rabbi.
Berochim habovim mi adir al hakol mi baruch al hakol mi gadol al hakol u'yevarech chasan Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, borei peri hagofen. Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, Asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvoso, v'tzivonu al haruyos. Veiusare lano es varusos, veihitir lanu es anesuis lanu, al yedei chupa veikidoshim. Baruch atah Hashem, mekadesh amo Yisrael. Holiday chupa veikidoshim.
There are many happy moments in life, but there is none happier than the moment of marriage. Marriage is a dedication. It means that each one of you gives yourself, and by the same token, each of you receives a very precious gift, the life and love of this dear one. And you receive it not only from this one you love, but from the parents who through the years dreamed of this day and prepared you for it, and in a sense are fulfilled in it through you. Love is a word that is used often. With us, it means something very definite, very precious. It is a way of seeing, an insight. To be loved is to be seen as one would like to be. To love is to be able to see the way into another nature, the gifts, the possibilities of another human being. Such love changes people. It is the beginning in you. It transforms those who enter into it. Marriage must rest on faith. And so I say to you, as you stand here in the close relation of lovers, that this marriage concerns more than just you. It involves those who love you and the larger community, too. The world needs good homes. We hope that you will be able to establish a good home despite all difficulties. And we believe that your home will have in it the best of each of you. With these thoughts in mind, Do you, Private Samuel Goldberg, take Dora Mayer to be your wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Dora Mayer, take Samuel Goldberg to be your wedded husband?
I do.
Will you say with me these words? Hare at,
Harayat,
Mekadeshus li,
Nikadeshus li,
Beta basu,
Bete basu,
Kidas Moshe Yisrael.
Kidash Moshe Yisroel.
Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, asher borososan v'simcha, chosan v'chalo. Gilorin aditzav chedva, avo v'yachavo, shalom v'reyos. Meheru adu Shem Elokeinu, Yishom b'harehu dafku tzal Yerushalayim, kol susan v'kol simcha, kol chosan v'kol kalo. Kol mitzalos chasonim echo posom, uneyorim mimishtei neginosom. Baruch atah Hashem, mesameach ha'ason im
So with this benediction, Sammy and Dora become man and wife, and before them stretches a future of promise and joy, a time of strength and hope in one another. Let the bells ring for them. Let the happiness that is in everyone's face, the happiness that shines through Molly's tears, shine eternally for the bride and groom. And can it be otherwise? For what should be is. What was destined has occurred. Sammy and Dora are man and wife. Sometimes I think it's true. It isn't what you say, it's how you say it. Lately, I've been wishing I were a newspaper man so I could talk like this. Headline, does everything best in the wash. Tests against 25 different wash day soaps proved it. And my next big headline would be, does everything best in the dishpan, too. And ladies, that's really an extra. Just think, not one of those 25 soaps could match all does for dishes. Only Does gives you this amazing combination. Suds that stand up till the last dish is done, fastest suds for cutting grease, along with greatest kindness to your hands. Why, do you know, compared with soap after soap tested, Does gives more suds faster, suds that really last, so you don't have to keep adding soap. With Does, you get faster action on grease, too, yet it's so gentle to your hands. You see, in tests for greatest kindness to hands, Does scored tops. So just add it up. In the dishpan, too, Does everything best. Be sure to listen to the next episode of The Goldbergs, written for you by Gertrude Berg and brought to you by DUZ, Does. The world rolls on, and the Goldbergs move along with it, and each day brings a new beginning. This is Clayton Collier saying good day for Procter & Gamble, the makers of Does, the soap that does everything best. When you do your dishes, do your country a good turn. Don't waste soap. Soap contains war materials. In wartime, fight waste.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.